that down, let's move on to this, shall we? Oh, all of Middle Earth got sent into a big buzz a little while ago, as it was announced that they're going to make more Lord of the Rings films, this time directed by Andy Serkis, who was, for a bit, Peter Jackson's second unit director on the original Lord of the Rings films, of course, played Gollum himself, and has gone on to direct a couple of really good little movies. So he's going to be directing this new one. And maybe even more importantly, it's being written by Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, who wrote the screenplays for the original Lord of the Rings films, with Peter Jackson himself producing. Now, all that stuff, the original writers, Peter Jackson producing, Andy Serkis directing, that's all big and great news. Well, a new little piece of news has just come out that was confirmed by Ian McKellen himself, revealing that Ian McKellen has been asked to return as Gandalf. Woo. This comes to us from Deadline, who wrote the following. And it seems that Sir Ian McKellen could be coming back to his beloved role as J.R.R. Tolkien's wizard after revealing that he has been approached about featuring in the new Lord of the Rings films. McKellen told The Big Issue, "Enthusiasm for the Lord of the Rings shows no sign of abating." Only Ian McKellen would use the word abating in his standard sentencing. "I can't tell you any more than that. I've just been told there are going to be more films and Gandalf will be involved, and they hope that I'll be playing him." Then he goes on to say this. The 85-year-old actor, who was recovering from a fall off of a stage in Player Kings in London's West End, added, "When? I don't know. What the script is? Not written yet, so they better be quick." All right. When we heard new Lord of the Rings films, I think myself, like a lot of people, were, okay. When we heard that the screenwriters from the original Lord of the Rings films were coming back to write it, we went, all right. That Peter Jackson was going to be producing, okay. That Andy Serkis, who was the second unit director on a couple of those films, was going to be directing, all right. But I got to say this. While all that is true and all that is big, I don't know that there's any one thing that would get people more excited than hearing that Ian McKellen would be coming back to play Gandalf. Now, he is now 25 years older than he was when he first went onto the set of Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. But you know what? He's Gandalf the White. He's supposed to look old.
Yeah, it would just take less makeup.
Yeah, and maybe he can't move around quite as well as he used to.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was ever Ian McKellen on Shadowfax.
When he was like swinging that staff around, you could tell like that was a stand-in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or him writing, like I said, Shadowfax or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I just need his voice.
Ooh.
A wizard is never late. He arrives exactly just hearing his voice doing it would be perfect. And while again, I think there would be excitement about Peter Jackson producing, there would be excitement about, the original writers writing. I think Ian McKellen making it official. So, number one, he's been asked. Number two, he says he's down. Now it's just a matter of, he is 85. He's saying they better be quick. They got to get everything ready to go fairly quickly. But I think this would be not only wonderful, but I think would be very important to the fandom. Because, look, I don't want to say that the casting of one role will be the make or break difference in a box office, but you can't tell me that there's not a lot more people who'd be willing to jump on and buy a ticket to the new Lord of the Rings because they see Ian McKellen on the poster.
Absolutely.
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just said it brings a sense of like familiarity
And continuity.
and confidence and comfort. Like when you see a beloved character come back on screen, especially with the actor who played him for so long. So
even watching, I'm two episodes into Rings of Power season 2, and even watching that, I'm like, I get it. It wouldn't even make sense. But even there, I long for I wish they could have had a de-aged Ian McKellen or something like that. You know what I mean?
By the way, we don't know for sure.
No,
that he's Gandalf.
I know, but whatever.
Just saying, Anyway,
get that script ready.
Yeah, get that script
Like
because I
next
think
week.
this would be next week. I think this would be game changing. I think if they were to cast him, because look, we've already got Andy Serkis, who's going to play Gollum again. That's big. But again, getting Ian McKellen to come back to play Gandalf again would be game changing. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Miracle Made. Guys, it's hot outside and your nighttime bedroom temperature has a huge impact on your sleep quality. So if you wake up too hot or too cold, I highly recommend you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. Miracle Made sheets are inspired by NASA and use silver-infused fabrics that are temperature regulating so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night long. There are just so many things that make these sheets so fantastic. We already mentioned the self-cooling properties for better quality sleep, but they're also self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. So go to trymiracle.com/Campea. That's TRYMIRACLE.com/Campea to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo code Campea at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. So upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/Campea and use the code Campea to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/Campea to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? They have approached Ian McKellen, Sir Ian, to come back to play Gandalf again, and he wants to do it. How big of a deal do you think that would be for this movie? Would it increase your interest in seeing it? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.